feeling stuck, constantly playing the victim in your own life, dealing with that lack of control, and waiting for things to change on their own, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you're going to break free of victim mindset and step into your power. It's time to take responsibility for your own life and start to see the success you've always dreamed of. I have worked with several people who have made this shift, and I've watched them transform. And let me tell you, it's possible. Take Haley, for example. She went from bad relationships to now married and attracting the most wonderful man. And then there's Jasper. He healed his subconscious blocks, started to attract incredible opportunities like performing in headquarters in LA and other wonderful musical opportunities online. Now you might be thinking, yeah, that sounds too good to be true. Trust me, it's not. I've seen it with my own eyes and I want you to experience it too. But before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and start transforming your mind together. So what's really holding you back here? If the whole world was ever against you, or you believe that you have no control what happens in your life, I've got some tough love for you in this video. The reason you feel stuck is because of your victim mindset. Now I know that might sound harsh, and you're probably thinking, I'm not playing the victim, I'm just dealing with a tough situation. But hear me out. The victim mindset doesn't come from lack of luck, lack of effort, or motivation. It stems from the unconscious belief that you are powerless, that life is happening to you, and guess what? You stay in the same place you did before. And here's the kicker. It's the one thing that's keeping you stuck. And because of this belief, you start unconsciously sabotaging situations and scenarios where you could have had the most amazing opportunities for you coming in. Now, let's pause for a second and reflect. Do you ever find yourself in these scenarios? Blaming others, always pointing fingers at everyone else around you instead of yourself, or even bringing up your upbringing or your partner in your relationship? Feeling powerless, like you're just going through the motions but really can't make any change in your life. Stuck in a cycle of complaining about this, complaining about that. And when someone complains, you join them and you join the cycle of complaints and perpetuate it. And when there's an opportunity that actually arises to make a change, you just complain about it instead. Lack of responsibility. You believe that everything and everyone else around you controls your life and you have no power to shift your circumstances. Playing small. You hold yourself back, you tell yourself you're not good enough, you're not powerful enough, and you never really go after your dreams or what you actually want in life. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. I've been there and I've helped countless people change their self-belief and really eradicate their victim mindset. Take Mary, for example. She went from struggling with self-limiting beliefs and blocks around her money to finally receiving money that she'd been waiting for over nearly 2 years. Then there's James, who was completely struggling with his self-confidence and anxiety. Now he's owning his own tarot business and room business. He is getting professional writing work. His ADHD symptoms have been significantly improved and life is just really good. And everyone else is noticing his amazing confidence. Okay, so now you know what's actually been keeping you stuck. But the good news is you actually don't have to stay there. Congratulations. It's time for change. Here are 3 powerful shifts that you can do that will help you move from victim to victorious. Number 1, change your narrative. The first shift is all about changing the narrative of the story that you're experiencing. You need to start seeing yourself as the hero, the main character of your own story. Now I want you to imagine this. Your life is a book and you're the main character. How would the story play out if you saw yourself as the main character and everything is amazing? The first shift is about changing the narrative. You need to start seeing yourself as the hero of your own story, not the victim. Now, I want you to imagine this. You're reading a story and there's a main character. That's you. How would you see and play out that story if you were seeing yourself as someone who always takes control, overcomes obstacles, and achieves the success that they want? Every hero and main character faces challenges, right? Otherwise it wouldn't make a great story. Your life is a book. You are the hero of your story, not just a passive observer of your life. And if you keep telling yourself every single day that the world is out to get you, guess what? It will be, because the mind does not know between imagination and reality. That's what you'll see. So success starts with mindset. It is 90% of your success. Your thoughts shape your reality. So if you're constantly thinking of yourself as the victim, that's the reality that you will create and manifest in this world. But here's the secret. You can rewrite that story right now. Challenge those beliefs and ask yourself, what if I really believed that I was capable? What if I took responsibility for my life and my future? And Here's how you can do it. Start journaling down these limiting beliefs and actually look at them in the face. They say, know your demons, right? Your demons are up here. They're not outside of you, they're up here. Write down how you want to feel. Write down what you want to create and how you can actually take responsibility for the actual situations that are going on in your life. Start using and identifying with affirmations that are going to help you in your life. So I am worthy, I am deserving, it's available to me, I am wonderful. Like, start giving yourself instructions. What you say to your mind creates your reality. What you tell your mind to do, it does. Number 2, shift from short-term thinking to long-term thinking. We live in a generation of instant gratification, social media notifications, instantly getting things exactly how you want them. And now our brains are addicting to this rush so that when we go for a goal, we get upset because we haven't actually enjoyed the process anymore. We're so used to getting things there and then. I mean, you're stuck in this victim mindset. It is so easy to focus on the instant gratification. Just wanting something that will make you feel good now instead of knowing that if you change that and put effort in towards your future, that actually you'll reap so many more benefits in the future with the future you instead of making that little sacrifice now. Here's what I want you to do. Shift your focus from short-term to long-term growth. This will benefit you in the future and your future self and not just right now. Congratulations. Here's an example. If you're struggling with your health, maybe your skin, I've gone through this before. I still go through this. I'm human, okay? If you're only focusing on short-term comfort, so if you're emotionally not great and you think, oh, I just have some chocolate, it'll make me feel better, your long-term self is going to suffer for that. But your self now is going to obviously enjoy that. So think about the long-term you. Think about the Charlotte or the me or the person that you're going to be in that moment in the future. How would you feel? What would it do to you? And if you really want to break free from distractions, take a 7-day break from social media. Get off of social media for 7 days, okay? Number 3, take small but consistent actions. It is better to take small, consistent actions daily instead of a big one every 6 months because it adds up. It adds up and it's consistent, right? So first, take small, consistent actions. And one of the reasons you stay in this victim mindset is because the big picture feels so overwhelming. So when you start to break it up, it actually becomes so much more achievable. The key to breaking free is just focus on those small actionable steps. So if you are trying to bring in a new habit or your way to actually get your brain addicted to doing small habits and things that are going to work you towards your success, whether that's reading, whether that's studying, whether that's getting some work done, whether that's exercising, whether that's eating healthy, okay? You're going to start to begin set 5-minute timers and reward yourself after each 5 minutes. Just do the 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be much. It can literally just be getting ready for Pilates, getting your workout gear on and doing 10 burpees. Reward yourself. The next day, keep doing it for about 2 weeks and begin to extend the time. Eventually, your brain is going to link extreme pleasure and dopamine and all these other things with this activity, and your brain is going to do it eventually without the reward. It's going to love doing it. It's going to push you to do it. Another way you can do this is I do this with my clients in hypnosis. I actually link their brain towards pleasure and putting out dopamine and all these other amazing hormones towards a certain thing. And your brain is going to start wiring towards that. It's going to start pushing towards that because it now links, oh my God, Pilates, Tai Chi, it excites the brain, it elates the brain, it makes all these amazing chemicals and the brain becomes addicted to that. So this is great if you have an addictive personality because you can now make yourself addicted to healthy things. It's amazing. So make sure when you do these things, celebrate. Just get your brain linked to this because eventually you won't need the small piece of chocolate and I love doing this and you won't need it anymore. And you might be wondering, well, what if I don't feel motivated? Here's the thing. Motivation is temporary. It does not stay. It is fleeting, okay? You'll get a surge of motivation and then it goes. The only thing that will keep you towards your goal is consistency. Consistently showing up on social media, consistently going and working out, consistently doing certain things. Consistency. And eventually you will lose motivation, but that should keep you going is your discipline and your consistency and making sure your brain loves that thing, absolutely adores that thing. So now we've covered the steps to break free from victim mindset. Let's take it one step further. In order to stay track, you just need to trigger you and it's going to bring up that old victim mindset. So what is mental resilience? It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, bounce back from rejection, and adapt to change and keep pushing forward no matter what life throws at you, no matter what you experience. It's an essential skill if you're serious about overcoming victim mindset, building a business, getting healthy, going to the gym, and stepping into your power as a person. So here are 3 strategies to actually build mental resilience. Number 1, embrace failure. Every time you fail in something, embrace it. Because I want you to know that every time you fail, you're one step further to succeed. success. Think of a salesperson, right? They need to have maybe 10 or 15 no's before they get a yes, which means it's going to motivate them to have more no's because they'll get that one yes. That should be your mindset. Every no equals a maybe, because maybe down the line you're going to have another yes, and it's just maths. So just keep going. Don't take it personal. Failure is a part of every person who is very successful. They failed multiple times. Practice gratitude for the actual things you have right now in this moment. Because if you're not grateful now, the universe is going to be like, hey, well, you're not grateful for this thing, so why would I give you that thing? Start to appreciate the little things and the little wins that you have, and it will begin to grow. Number 3, surround yourself. This is the most important way, I swear to God. Surround yourself with positive influences. You know how they always say you are who you surround yourself with 5 different people. There have been studies done about men who are extremely wealthy going to spend time with people who are in poverty and all those kind of things. They lose their wealth. And if you put someone in poverty with rich people, they'll learn how to build wealth. This is true because our thoughts and the way we think and see things and our connections are influenced by who we surround ourselves with. So if you want to be in a certain situation or a certain person, get in the right rooms. Do it. I promise you, it will work. So now that you understand why you've been stuck in a victim mindset and you have a clear path forward to break free, it's time to take responsibility, rewrite your narrative, and take consistent action. So now you understand why you've been stuck in a victim mindset. You have a now clear path forward to break free in this moment. It's time to take responsibility, rewrite your narrative, and become your main character. Remember,